Have you ever had that gut feeling and you didn't listen to it, only to find out later on that you were right? What if I told you that your intuition has actually been speaking to you all of this time, but you've just been doubting it? I'm going to share with you why you may be struggling to hear that intuition and what you can do to connect with it again, to be able to hear right now. Perhaps you've been struggling to hear that intuition or that instinct. Well, it's not that you're disconnected. You were taught to ignore it. Starting. The biggest mistake in making that connection with your higher self is having expectations of large things happening, expecting to have that instant clarity, just as if fireworks were going off. But it's not about that. It's all about a relationship that you build. There's time, there's trust and alignment. One day I was working. My son was quite small. I had this gut instinct feeling something was wrong. I phoned home and I asked, "Hey, how's Steven?" "Oh yeah, he's fine. He's playing in his room." "Are you sure?" Yeah, he's been in there for a while. "Can you go check on him, please?" No, he's fine, really." "I don't think so. Could you please just go check on him?" Then all of a sudden it was, "Wait a minute. I hear crying coming from outside." And my son came around to the front door. That intuition, that instinct told me something had happened at that moment, and it did. My son got out of his room via the window and was scared. He was okay, but he was scared. Listening to that intuition, I was able to connect and ensure that my son was safe. Have you ever had an experience like this with your intuition, those instincts? If you have, please share below. I would love to hear your story. And if you haven't already, subscribe, like, and share with someone. Here's a couple reasons why you might be missing out. You're struggling to have that connection. Alignment, energetic misalignment. You might be going through some struggles. Perhaps you're grieving the loss of a loved one. You're having some emotional turmoil or even unresolved grief or trauma. These things will get in the way of you hearing your instincts, hearing that intuition. You might have fear, concern that you're going to sound foolish or self-doubt. What if I'm wrong? What if I'm wrong? What if you're right? The mind wants proof. We're always up in our head, trying to process things, trying to make things logical, make things make sense. But the mind can play tricks on you. So disconnecting from the mind and reconnecting in the body. Don't be looking for that evidence. Don't be trying to rationalize it, looking for that proof that you're right. You don't need to be looking for signs all around you to give 1, 2, 10, 20 confirmations that this gut instinct is right. It's just been a part of that human conditioning. It's just like when you're going to school. You want to learn math. Well, 2 + 3 = 5. Why does it equate to 5? I want the proof and that evidence. Okay, here's 2 jelly beans. Here's 3 jelly beans. Put them together. 5 jelly beans. There's your proof. It's the same way. Your mind tends to get in the way and wants that rationale of the proof that you're right, that it was the gut instinct. However, that proof comes later on when you see, oh yeah, you were right. But it's listening in that moment. So what can you do? What can you do to be in that moment and out of your head? You just need to ground yourself. Just be calm. If you've got strife going on around you, yeah, there's going to be all that static. It's like a radio station that you can't quite tune into. You adjust the dial a little bit, you get a little bit of static. You adjust it some more, you get a little static. Remove yourself from the static. Go someplace quiet where you don't have whatever might be triggering you, whatever might be causing anxiety or stress so that you're not hearing. Go someplace quiet, take a few moments and breathe. Just Hold it. Oxygen is the life force. It's a life force. You need more oxygen in your body. Of course, when you're not thinking properly, when you're overthinking, your heart starts to beat a little bit harder. So you're using more oxygen. You want to slow that down. Bring in the oxygen so that you have clarity. So just take that moment to breathe. Maybe it's just even go into the bathroom, lock the door. If you're at work or you've got a bunch of kids at home, or anything like that's causing a distraction, go into the bathroom, close your eyes, put your hands over your ears, and just do that breathing, just to help settle yourself. And it'll sound a little bit more clear to you. Do that breathing. If you're not in that place where you're going to believe affirmations, it's like grasping at things. If you're in that place of desperation, affirmations aren't going to work if you're in that place of desperation. So calm your system down with the breathing. Perhaps you're afraid of looking silly, looking foolish. It's like, oh my gosh, that was embarrassing. I was wrong. Maybe you're going to ask yourself, well, maybe I made that up because I was trying to get out of a situation, or I was looking for reasoning, or I wanted something to work out. That's a big one that people will say, maybe I'm making this up. What if I'm wrong? What if you're not wrong? What if you're not making this up? But it is your higher self, your intuition speaking to you. Don't go for the big fireworks explanation. Start with the small things. Turn inwards into yourself. Tune in. After you take that breath, what does your body feel like? Your body is not going to lie to you. Your body's going to tell you the truth. Is something tensing up? Or is something relaxing? Do you have anxiousness about it? Or is there a bit of calmness there? Don't look for those big signs. Pay attention to your dreams. Keep a dream journal. If you have dreams that seem to be consistently coming up with a similar theme, or even the same dream, write it out. It might not make any sense to you. Even when you're writing it out, it might not make sense to you. Then read it aloud. Read it aloud a few times. You can share it with someone, or if you don't want to share it with someone, share it with your pet. Sometimes just speaking it out loud, although it didn't make sense when you're writing it down, you'll get the clarity. This is your intuition and your instincts speaking to you. Don't overthink things. Just relax with it. If you'd like help with this, I would like to send you a free gift. One of my ebooks. There's great things in this ebook. It will help explain some things, and I give you some great tools, resources, and exercises that help you with connecting, show you some of the things that are getting in the way. You can pop a message in the comments, free gift. I will reach out to you. And if this video has resonated with you, please comment, like, subscribe, share this with someone you think would want to hear this message. I'll share information in the link below, how you can reach out to me to ask me more questions. I'm Elizabeth, your intuitive spiritual ADHD counselor. Be blessed. Have an amazing day.